to the channel. We got some New York Yankees 1961 baseball for you today. It's July 16th, and the Yankees travel down I-95 to take on the Baltimore Orioles. In the starting lineup for the New York Yankees, excuse me about that, is leading off playing second is Bobby Richardson. Batting second playing shortstop's Tony Kubek. Batting third playing right field's Roger Maris. Batting fourth playing center field's Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth going to catching is Elston Howard. Batting sixth playing first base is Bob Serve. Batting seventh playing left field is Hector Lopez. Batting eighth playing third base is Clint Boyer. And batting ninth and doing the pitching for the New York Yankees is Bud DALEY. Let's take a look at the hometown Baltimore Orioles starting lineup. Leading off playing third base is Brooks Robinson. Batting second playing center field is Jim Busby. Batting third playing right field is Jackie Bryant. Batting fourth doing the catching is Gus Durandis. Batting fifth playing left field is Dave Philly. Batting sixth playing shortstop is Ron Hansen. Batting seventh and playing first base is Dick Williams. Batting eighth playing second base is Jerry Adar. And batting ninth doing the pitching for the Baltimore Orioles is Steve Barber. Let's get down to Memorial Stadium here, folks, and get this game started. See if the Yankees can end this four-game losing streak here against the Orioles. And here's the first pitch to Bobby Richardson. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Busby's got it for out number one. So one down here for the Yanks. Brings up Tony Kubek now. Here's the pitch to Tony. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field also. So two quick fly balls to center field. Hey, Tim. And two quick outs. Brings up Roger Maris now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So three fly balls in the inning here for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the first. Yankees nothing. Orioles coming up to bat. Here's the pitch to Brooks Robinson. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. Brooks is aboard with a leadoff single. Brings up Busby now. Here's the pitch to Busby. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. One down here in the first. Now Jackie Bryant due up. And that's what the Yankees was looking for. That ball's hit down the second. And Bobby Richardson's up with it. Throws over to Kubek, who fires it over the serve. And that's a 4-6-3 inning double play, folks. So we go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. Got Mantle, Howard, and Serve due up. Here's the pitch to the Mick. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Brooks Robinson. One of the best fielding third basemen in the game. And that's a quick out. Here's Mr. Howard. See what else we can do here. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. One out. Two outs, rather. Two up and two down. Brings up Bob Serve now. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike three. So Bob goes down swinging. And that's a 1-2-3 inning here for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the second. We got Gus, Philly, and Hansen due up here for the Orioles. And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield. And Mr. Boyer calls for it down at third. Makes the put out. One down. Here comes Dave Philly up now. And that's a fly ball in the left field. Lopez is out there today, folks. He's camped under it. Makes the catch for out number two. Here comes Ron Hansen. And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield also. And Boyer says he's got this one too. So that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Orioles. We go to the top of the third. Still tied up, nothing. We got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Yanks. Lopez, Boyer, and Daly. Here's the pitch to Hector. And that's a swing and a miss to right 3. One out here in the 3rd. Here comes Clint Boyer up now. And that's a fly ball in the left field. 2 quick outs. He brings up Bud Daly. Let's see if he can help his own cause here and get on base for the top of the lineup. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. And that's an easy play for Gus. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's going to be Williams, Adar, and Barber due up here for the Orioles. Here's the pitch to Dick Williams. And he gets a hold of this ball, folks. And that ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball is far. That ball is gone. Home run, Dick Williams, to give the Orioles a 1-0 lead as Roger just looks up and watches that one go, folks. A lead-off home run in the bottom of the 3rd. Here is Jerry Adar now. And all of a sudden, Bud Daly's having problems. He just walks Adar. So we got a runner down at first, 1 out. Barber's going to try to sacrifice him in the scoring position here. Here's the pitch to Steve Barber. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. He's still trying to square around and bunt. And that's going to be a nice bunt down the first base line. Bob serves up with it. He throws over to Bobby Richardson covering at first. And that'll get the runner over in scoring position with 1 out. Top of the lineup. Here comes Brooks Robinson. He's 1 for 1 today, folks, with that single. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. I don't think that's deep enough to get him over to 3rd. It's not. Hector gets it, throws it in. 2 outs. Here comes Jim Busby up now. And Jim's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field, and Rogers got it for out number 3. But the Orioles get on the board with a leadoff home run by Dick Williams, and it's 1-0 as we go to the top of the 4th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Yanks, though. Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. Here's the pitch to Bobby, and that's going to be a foul ball behind home plate near the screen. Gus has got that for out number 1. Here comes Mr. Kubek up now. And that's a fly ball in the left field. A quick 2 outs. Here's Roger. Can he tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat, folks? And that ball is hit down to first base. Dick Williams has got it. He tosses over to Barber covering. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Orioles 1, Yankees 0. Bryant, Gus, and Philly due up here for the Orioles. Here's the pitch to Jackie. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. Here's Gus. Let's see, Gus is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. He'll walk on down the 1st with 1 out for Dave Philly. Philly is 0 for 1 today. He flew out the left. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. And Howard says he's got it and does for out number 2. And that brings up Ron Hansen now, 2 outs. And Gus still down at first. And that's going to be another base on balls by Bud Daly. So he's walked 2 outs now, 1st and 2nd here in this inning. And that brings up Dick Williams, who hit that home run the last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to 2nd. Bobby's up with it. He throws over to 1st. So the Orioles strand 2 as we go to the top of the 5th. Still holding on to that 1-0 lead. We got the big boys due up here. We got Mantle, Howard, and Serve. See if they can get to Steve Barber this inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss by Mick. Strike 3. He's out of there. Brings up Mr. Howard now. See if he can get on base. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. 2 quick outs. Brings up Bob Serve now. And that's a ground ball down to second. Another 1-2-3 inning for Steve Barber. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Orioles 1, Yankees nothing. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Adar, Barber, and then back to Robinson. So here's the pitch to Jerry. Jerry walked his first time up, and he's going to walk again, folks. So there goes Adar down to first. Barber sacrificed him over to second the first time up. He's going to give it a try again here. Here's the pitch to Steve. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike 1. And that's going to be a nice bunt. That ball's bunted down the third. Boyer's got it. He's going to fire over to first with Bobby Richardson covering. That'll be out number 1, but that gets Adar down to second with 1 out for Mr. Robinson. What happened there? Let's see here. So 1 out now with Brooks Robinson. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a single into right field. And that's going to score Adar. So the Orioles take a 2-0 lead here, folks. And Brooks is down at first with 1 out for Busby. Let's see here what Jim can do. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. That'll be 2 outs. Brings up Jackie Bryant now. 2 outs, a runner on at first. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Clint Boyer's up with it, fires over to first. But the Orioles score another run and make it 2-0, folks. So we go to the top of the 6th. We got Lopez, Boyer, and DALEY due up here for the Yanks. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field for Busby. 1 out. See if Bud DALEY can help his Boyer's up now. Rather. See if Boyer can get on board for Bud DALEY. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Boyer's down at first. We're going to let Bud DALEY swing away here, folks. See what he can do here. And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield, I believe. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bud goes down swinging. See if Bobby Richardson here can do something with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2 today. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap and left field. And that'll be a single. And Clint Boyer will get down the third with 2 outs now. Tony Kubek. So the Yankees making some noise with 2 outs, first and third. Can they get a run in here and cut this lead in half with Kubek and bring up the M&M boys? And that's going to be a it says they're not going to steal. That's for damn sure. So that's going to be strike 1 on Kubek. 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Busby's got it. And the Yankees strand too, folks. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 2-0 Orioles. And that was the Yankees' first hit there. Here comes Gus. Philly and Hanson here in the 6th inning. Pitch to Gus. That's going to be a ground ball down the first. Bob Serve takes it himself for out number 1. Brings up Dave Philly now. And that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. And Howard's got that with no problem. Quick 2 outs. Brings up Ron Hansen now. And that's going to be a base on balls. Hansen trots on down the first with 2 outs. Mr. Dick Williams, he's 1 for 2 today with that home run. And that's going to be a ground ball, I think, down the third. Yes, it is. Boyer's up with it. Excuse me, he fires over to first for the 3rd out. So the Orioles leave 1 on. We go to the top of the 7th. We got the M&M boys due up, and then Howard. Time to make some noise here and get some runs on the board for the Yanks to avoid losing their 5th straight game. And that ball is deep. That ball is far. Going. Home run, Roger Maris. And he just cuts this lead to 2-1, folks. That's Roger's first home run since the All-Star break. That brings up Mickey Mantle. Can they go back-to-back Jets? No. Mick gets under this, pops that ball straight up in the air. And Gus has got it for out number 1. Nick just missed it. Got under that one, folks. Here comes Mr. Howard now. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Nice piece of hitting by Howard. He gets aboard here, folks, with 1 out. Yankees are making some noise here in the 7th. Brings up Bob Serve now. Let's see what Bob can do. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bob goes down for the 2nd out. Brings up Hector Lopez. Can he keep this inning alive, folks? And that's going to be a pop-up in the infield. And Mr. Robinson down at 3rd wants it, makes the catch. But the Yankees score 1, make it a 2-1 ball game with the Roger Maris home run. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. We got the bottom part of the order due up here. Adar, Barber, and Robinson. Here's the pitch to Jerry. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, 1 out. They're going to let Barber pitch, folks. He's only given up that 1 bad pitch to Maris. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. What about that reminded you of Linda Ronstadt? Because he blew by you that one, though, Steve Barber. That brings up Mr. Robinson. He's 2 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And normally Mr. Reliable Boyer's down there, but he muffs this one, folks, and that's going to be an E5. So Brooks is down at first with 1 out. Jerry Busby. Jerry's 0 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 1st. And Serve will take it himself to end the inning, folks. So the error doesn't hurt the Yanks. We go to the top of the 8th. We got Clint Boyer, a pitch hitter for DALEY, and Bobby Richardson due up here against Barber in the 8th. Here's the pitch to Boyer. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. Brooks has got it. We're out number 1. We'll see who's going to pitch it here for DALEY. I think we're going to have Gardner come out here and pitch hit. Yeah, Billy Gardner's going to pitch hit for DALEY. See if he can get aboard here with the top of the order due up. There's Billy. All righty, 1 out, nobody on for Gardner. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Gardner goes down on strikes, folks. That's 2 outs now for Bobby Richardson's up. Let's see if Bobby can get on board here, folks. Hey, legends. And Bobby's 1 for 3 today. Let's see if he can go 2 for 4. Nope, that's a ground ball down the third. That's a 1-2-3 inning for the Yanks. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Orioles hanging on to a 1-run lead here, folks. Let's see who's going to come out here and pitch for the Yanks. We got 2 righties in the switch hitting Dave Philly due up here. Guess old Tex is going to come out here and pitch. So Tex Clever's coming out to pitch. Trying to get through this 8th inning and hold it to a 1-run game. Give the Yankees a chance in the top of the 9th here to tie this game up or take the lead. Like I say, he'll be facing Bryant, Gus, and Philly here in the 8th. And here's the pitch to Jackie Bryant. And Jackie gets a hold of this one off of Tex. And that ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball is gone, folks. Home run. Welcome to the game, Tex. He gives up a leadoff home run. The Jackie Bryant makes it a 3-1 game, folks. Here comes Gus up now. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Tony Kubek for out number 1. That brings up Dave Feely now. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. Hector's got it for out number 2. Brings up Ron Hansen now. And Ron is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. And that's going to be a ground ball. No, a pop-up, down the third. And Clint Boyer's got it for out number 3. But the Orioles tack on in a key insurance run with that home run. And we go to the top of the 8th. Yankees trailing by 2, 3-1. We got Kubek, Maris, and Mantle up. Let's see if they can do something here in the 9th. Some 9th inning magic for the Yanks. Here's the pitch to Tony. Tony is 0 for 3. He's due, folks. And not today. He's not, because that's a ground ball down the third. Human vacuum cleaner's got it and throws over the first for out number 1. And here's Roger. He's got the only run on the board here with that solo home run. Let's see what he can do. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. So Roger gets on again here, folks. Yankees got the tying run coming to the plate in the form of Mickey Mantle. Can he be the hero here, folks, and get the Yankees on the board and tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat? No, he can't, because I think that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. No, 2nd. Mick strikes out, folks. Yankees are down to their last out. It's Mr. Howard. And Howard is 1 for 3 today. Can he make it 2 for 4 and keep this game alive? And no, he can. This game is over, folks, as that is a ground ball down the third. And Brooks Robinson's up with it. Fires over the first. And the Yankees have lost 5 in a row, folks. Go down 3-1 here to the Orioles. Let's take a look at the box score. The Yankees sure didn't like that All-Star break, folks. They haven't played well since then. Yankees 1 run on 4 hits and an error. The Orioles 3 runs on only 4 hits and an error. Yankees are getting the pitching, folks. The big lineup just ain't getting it done. The only body hitting today was Roger Maris going 2 for 4 with that home run. And the Orioles, you had Brooks Robinson was the man. He was 2 for 4. And you had Bryant and Williams hitting the big home runs. Like I say, DALEY didn't pitch a bad game. 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, walked 5, struck out 4, gave up the home run. Tex came in the ninth, gave up that home run. And that was about it for him. But give Steve Barber the credit, folks. 9 innings, 4 hits to Yankees, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 7. Nice piece of pitching by Barber. Let's do some fast play here in the American League. We got a double hitter in Chicago. Boston's traveling up there to take on the White Sox. Here's game number 1. And the White Sox win a close one. The Red Sox 3 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. And the White Sox 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors. And let's see what happens. Can the Red Sox come back and split this doubleheader? No, the White Sox sweep the doubleheader. What's the star here? Chicago White Sox Mr. Smith drives in 8 out of the 11 runs, folks. What a game by him. 2 home runs and 8 RBIs. Hey, what's going on, Hunter? So the Red Sox 6 runs on 15 hits in an error, and the White Sox 11 runs on 12 hits. And like I say, Smith went to town. We got a doubleheader here in Chicago. In Cleveland also. Got the Twins traveling up there to take on the Indians. Game number 1 here. And the Twins 6 runs on 10 hits and an error. The Indians only 2 runs on 7 hits and an error. See if the Indians can bounce back here and get a split here, Tim. And they do. The Indians win a close one. The Twins 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Indians 4 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. We got another doubleheader here in Detroit. We got the Kansas City A's traveling up to take on the Tigers. Let's see what happens in game number 1 of this doubleheader. And the Tigers win. The A's 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. The Tigers 5 runs on 9 hits and no errors. Can the A's split this doubleheader with the Tigers? No, the Tigers sweep the doubleheader, folks. And Norm Cash with 3 hits in the game. 3 home runs make it. Sure. Norm Cash, 4 RBIs. So must have been a few solo shots. The A's 3 runs on 10 hits and an error. And the Tigers 7 runs on 9 hits and no errors. And we got a doubleheader in the nation's capital here. We got the LA Angels traveling to DC to take on the Senators in a doubleheader. Here's game number 1. And the Angels win a slugfest. 10 runs on 15 hits and 3 errors. The Senators 7 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors. Are the LA Angels going to sweep this doubleheader? The 2 expansion teams here in 1961. And they do. 3 runs on 6 hits and an error. The Senators 1 run on 5 hits and an error. Let's take a look at the standings here after July 16th. Oh, wrong place here. Sorry about that. Clicked the wrong button. And like I say, the Yankees on a 5-game losing streak are only a game and a half ahead of the Tigers now, folks. Orioles are now 4.5 games back. White Sox 7. Twins 8. Angels 16. Boston 17. Cleveland 18. Senators 24 and the A's 29. The A's have lost 10 in a row, folks. Sure. Let's look here. Rocky Colavito still leading the league with a 335 average. Roger now with 36 home runs, and Norm Cash with those 4 RBIs, up to 88 RBIs, folks, ahead of Rocky Colavito. Let's look here at the pitching here. You got Bunning still leading the league with a 1.97 ERA. He's got 15 wins on the season. And Luis Aurora is leading with 20 saves here. I want to thank Hunter, Legends, and Cleveland Baseball Fan 879 for stopping in here in Baltimore and taking in the game. We'll probably be back on here in a little bit. We'll have the Braves. I think the Braves are taking on the Cincinnati Reds. Let's take a look. Yeah, no, the Braves are taking on the Cardinals. Yep, Braves will take on the Cardinals here later on today. All righty, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, folks, and hit that bell and hit that like and comment on your way out of Baltimore. Until next time, y'all have a great day, and y'all take care.